Luke here with the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel, and for the next 3 days, I'm hiking and camping in the tundra of Alaska. I'm catching fish, hunting birds, staring down wolves, and exploring places few people have ever seen. Well, I've been driving all day and I'm getting a little hungry. I think I need to catch some dinner. This little green caddisfly just landed on my glasses. I think that tells me what I'm going to be using as a fly. So that right there is an Arctic grayling. Little skinny one. He's a little bit runty to eat. I think we'll put him back. There you go. It's a pretty fish. Alright. Send him back. Oh, there we go. There we go. I haven't seen any real big ones yet, but there's a bunch of them in here. Oh, there we go. There's another one. As soon as the sun comes out, you can just see caddises flying all over the place. Oh, there we go. That's a nicer one. Oh, there we go. He's off. That was a proper grayling right there. Nice little Arctic grayling. This is probably the biggest one I've landed so far. I think I'll take this one for my dinner. Probably landed half a dozen grayling and lost a half a dozen more in about 30 minutes. There's just tons in this pool and the water's so clear. I bet if I put the GoPro underwater, we can see them. I think we need to pull over and make camp. How's this for a camping spot? It's not too shabby. It's already pretty cold, so I think I'm going to get a fire going and get some dinner made. Gotta let that fire mature a little bit before I can start cooking. I'll look around and see if we got any berry bushes. Oh, here we go. It's a crowberry. Oh, I love crowberries. Oh, ho, ho. Look at that mushroom. I'm pretty sure that's an edible mushroom. I'm like 60% sure. I am not at 100% sure. Some blueberries. Not a bad little spot. About 10 minutes of picking, and you can see I got a fair amount of berries there. Got some boiling bag rice. I got a thing of Indian coconut curry. We're gonna sit by the fire, let that warm up. It's only about 40 degrees right now. And you can see right up there, there's snow on those mountains. Fall is here. I can hear a pack of wolves starting to howl way out in the distance. That's way cool. There we go, chickpea coconut curry and a fried grayling. Oh, it's all warm. It smells so good. Pretty cold out here, so I'd like to make some tea. I'm just gonna go ahead and boil up a bunch of blueberries. You waste so much meat trying to fillet a fish. These little guys, you just cook them whole, pull the backbone out, and all the ribs and Y bones come with it. Don't lose any meat. All right. Whoa. I have so many berries in my herbal tea, it's kind of like a watery hot jam. It's good. Well, it's getting dark and it's very cold outside. It might get down to freezing tonight, so I gotta get my shelter ready and get my bed made. Oh, that bag is cold. Well, I drove about 7 hours today and we're just about to our destination, but I've got to get up early in the morning and I am exhausted, so I'm going to turn off the camera and I'll see you guys in the morning. Oh. There's a lot of things I want to do today, so I'm going to have a quickie breakfast. Gotta fill up my water bottle while I got a chance. All right, well, I'm gonna go for a little bit of a hike. Check this out. These are rose hips. They're really common up here in Alaska, and they're really good. These ones are perfectly ripe. Ooh, look, there's a bunch of them right here. Rose hips have kind of a mushy texture and they're not that sweet, but there's a lot of meat on them, a lot of vitamins in them. If you mix them with something else sweet, like a blueberry, they're really good. Another nice thing about rose hips is the berries don't fall off in the fall. Even if there's snow on the ground, you can find rose hip bushes with rose hips still on them. Well, I brought my .22 rifle with me. I'm really hoping to get a chance to shoot a ptarmigan. Ptarmigan are kind of like a wild chicken. They're absolutely delicious and they change colors. They're brown in the summer and white in the winter. So they're really well camouflaged, but they're kind of noisy. So I'm keeping an ear out for ptarmigan calls. There's also a ton of wild berries and edible plants out here in the tundra. I'm gonna point some of them out to you. So like this right here, this is Labrador tea and you can use it to make an herbal tea. This right here is fireweed and it's already gone to seed. In the late summer, they get these beautiful pink and purple flowers that are edible. And in the springtime, you can eat the fireweed shoots. I believe these are lingonberries, though they could also be wild low bush cranberries. They pretty much taste the same and look the same. See the crowberry bushes down here? Crowberries are really underrated. They play second fiddle to blueberries, and you almost always find them where blueberries are, so people overlook them. They can also be really hit and miss with their flavor. I think a good crowberry tastes better than a good blueberry, but a bad crowberry tastes a lot worse than a bad blueberry. So all this vegetation we got here is what we call tundra. It's this mossy, spongy vegetation mixed in with willows and a few trees. Large portions of Alaska's interior look just like this. Ptarmigan like to swallow rocks and store them in their crop and their neck to help them digest their food. But when winter comes, snow and ice covers up all the rock. In the early morning in the fall, the ptarmigan will come out to these trails to pick up rocks for their crops. in preparation for wintertime. So hopefully I'll find a ptarmigan doing just that. Look at that hawk right there. He's hunting ptarmigan too, I bet. I can hear a bald eagle. I can hear some little Tweety birds. I can hear a ptarmigan way down the hill. It's amazing how many more animals you hear if you just don't make as much noise. Starting to hear my stomach rumbling. Oh look, here's a nice little blueberry patch. Berries are still good, but they're a little tart. I think it's because we had such a cold, wet year. Just heard a bunch of explosions. There's a bunch of fighter jets overhead doing maneuvers. They keep breaking the sound barrier and there's this big sonic boom. Little fox has pooped right on this rock to mark his territory. Foxes, wolves, and coyotes will often walk a circuit through their territory, following almost the exact same path every time. So when you see a spot like that where the fox is marking his territory, you put a trap there. When the fox comes back to mark it again, you get him. Kind of keep losing the path in this section. If you're ever in that scenario, always go up, because it's a lot easier to spot the path from high ground than it is from low ground. It sure looks like there's a path right there, maybe. It's a good berry patch. Oh, there's so many blueberries. Probably smashed a gallon of blueberries just walking. Oh. Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm gonna have the blue twosies today. Totally worth it. You know, it's always a good idea to turn around and look backwards from time to time. Burn into your mind what the trail looks like when you're heading the other direction. That's bear poop right there. As long as you have good visibility, you don't have to worry too much about bears. It's only when you surprise each other that things get really nasty. See this right here? This is a plant called Arctic lupin. It's one of the few poisonous plants here in the tundra. In the summertime, it gets this beautiful purple flower. Oh, look at that. Looks like some rib bones. Probably like a baby caribou or something. Oh, look at that. Man, that is a gorgeous river. There's got to be grayling in there. I figured I'd bring my gun or my fly rod, but not both. If I drop my pack and go quickly, I can probably go back to the car, get my fly rod, and be back here in 3 hours. This big gravel patch is a nice, easy landmark. So I put my bag right there. I see it's right at the foot of that mountain. It's next to that lone pine tree at the foot of that ridge. Oh, dude, look at that. There's some wolves. There are 2 wolves on that hill, right there. Those wolves were following the same trail I was. Oh. That seemed to scare off that wolf. Those wolves were not afraid of me. If I had a real gun, I could have shot those 3 wolves. And I could have used those pelts too. I don't know how many wolves are in that pack, but I saw at least 3. Oh, I can smell them. Like a dog kennel. Hopefully I scared them away. I don't want them circling around me and getting my pack. I can smell the wolves again. Wolves have a very interesting way of hunting. They're very good at long distance endurance. So they'll just follow a herd and trot behind it and push the herd until the weak and the sick and the young can't keep up, and then they get them. Oh, I just realized I forgot my griddle in the car. I guess it's good I came back for the fishing rod. Hey, got the fly rod. Now we go back. Well, the wolves didn't get my backpack. Oh man, I'm tired. Probably eaten a liter of blueberries, but I think I'd like something a little more substantive. A little date on a stick there. Got a little bit of cheese here. The wind's died down and it's warmed up just a hair. Now the bugs have come out. And the mosquitoes are bad, but the gnats are so much worse. They land on you and crawl up in your clothes and bite you. They give you these little pussy welts. Even with the bug repellent, they can get so nasty that you have to wear a hood. But a little bit of wind or cold weather will wipe them out. So this time of year, they're only a problem in the middle of the day if the sun comes out and the wind dies down. But the campfire smoke is helping keep them away. All right, I think it's time to rig up my fly rod and find out if 3 hours of hiking was worth it. I had to put my coat on and pull up my hood because the bugs are so bad, but hopefully the fishing's good. Man, it looks like this should be loaded with grayling. There's got to be something in here. I just can't believe there isn't grayling in here. Oh. Well, I'm not skunked, but that's not what I was intending. You don't usually see the little baby grayling and the big ones hanging out in the same places, so that's not a good sign. Looks like the wolves have been busy. I think I'm gonna climb on top of this ridge here. It'll allow me to get a better view of the river. It's a lot easier walking up there as well. Ptarmigan right there. Oh, there's some more. I hope you guys appreciate how hard it is to stalk and shoot a bird while holding a gun one-handed and a camera in the other. There we go. That right there is the willow ptarmigan. It's the Alaska state bird. You can see how it's brown and then start to turn white. I saw about 6 of them fly over there. Oh, hunting ptarmigan with the 22 ain't easy, but it sure is fun. Hard part is catching them out in the open so you can get a good shot at them. I used to be pretty good at shooting on the wing with the 22, but it's been a lot of years. I've been following the stream looking for a deep spot. I can see where it dumps into the lake. Oh, that sure is pretty. Tell you what, you'll be hard pressed to find a more beautiful campsite. I think this is where I'm gonna camp for the night. This ground is nice and soft too. I'm gonna go down to the river, get some water, see if I can't catch a fish. How do I get down here without breaking my neck? Oh, there we go. That's not a big grayling, but that's an actual edible one. Going downstream seemed to pay off. Oh, there we go. That's an even better one. That's a very skinny grayling, but that's a proper size. Fly fishing for Arctic grayling has got to be one of my favorite types of fishing. Just seems like grayling are always in the mood for a dry fly. Got another one. Little guy, I'm gonna let him go. Oh, got another one. Oh, that's a pretty one. Ah, you know what, I'm gonna let him go. I think I landed about 8 or 10 grayling in a pretty quick period of time, but I think I need to get back up that hill and get camp made. I got food to cook up. I'm gonna let the little guy go. I'll keep the big one. All right, got a fish, got some water. I think it's time to go make some dinner. Now the tough part, I gotta get back up that hill. It's nice and warm out here, but man, the bugs are getting intense. I think it's time to set up the tent, and I'm liking this little spot. It's flat, level, soft, and you got a little bit of depression, so the wind isn't hitting the tent. I'm gonna go ahead and filter the water I took from the river and go ahead and put my bottle in this parky squirrel hole. Gravity pulls the water through the filter and into your bottle. All right, I think it's time to get serious about picking blueberries. The hazards of blueberry picking. But I got about 2 pounds of blueberries here, so that's not bad at all. Make sure to do this downwind from your camp. Otherwise you'll have feathers in everything. This is what was inside the ptarmigan's crop. Blueberry leaves. So make sure I throw all the guts way down the hill. I don't want these anywhere near my camp. There we go. There's the grayling and ptarmigan all cleaned and dressed. It's not a ton of meat, but it'll make a good meal. All right, I'm gonna pour about half the blueberries into this bag. As you just add some water to the blueberries, and all the sticks and leaves will float. And you kind of just skim them off. There we go, got some clean blueberries. Oh, it's starting to rain. I'm making a little blueberry sauce to go on the ptarmigan, and it's super easy. Just throw in a bunch of clean blueberries, just put a dash of water in the bottom of the pan, boil everything until it's the consistency you want. All right. Well, I didn't know whether I was going to get any ptarmigan or not today, so I brought some lamb steaks just in case. I think I'm going to eat those too. I walked 12 miles today. I earned it. Well, it's starting to rain. I think I better eat my dinner quickly. All right. Gonna put some blueberry sauce on our ptarmigan. That's good. That's really good. That's not bad. I didn't overdo it. That was good. But this rain and wind is getting me cold. I think I need to get inside. It was really cold last night. I am going to go ahead and put on some adhesive body warmers. You know what? I have them and I don't like being cold. Might as well, right? Got my stretchy pants on. I'm gonna put my legs in the sleeping bag and I'm gonna eat lamb in bed. It's been a good day and a good meal. I'm gonna finish it off with a coconut flavored, chocolate covered macadamia nut. So good. And for second dessert, a melon flavored Kit Kat straight from Japan. Absolute favorite Kit Kat flavor.
The man who really did it.
Well, it's late and it's getting cold. I think I'm gonna boil a bottle of water to put in the bottom of my sleeping bag. I got 2 liters of boiling water to put down in my bag. I'm doing well, but it's late. I'm going to bed. I'll see you guys in the morning. Oh man, it rained. It rained a lot last night. Well, it seems we survived. Got this Just Add Water muffin mix. I'm gonna use it to make some fresh blueberry muffins. Gonna add some blueberries. Might not look like a lot, but that's like 3 muffins worth. We're gonna let those muffins cook in the steam for about 20 to 30 minutes. And if the water level starts to get too low, we're gonna add a little bit more water to it. There we go, steamed muffin. You can tell the steamed muffin's done because they'll start to crack at the top. And when you give it a little slap, it doesn't slosh around and jiggle. Ooh. It's just like it's baked in an oven, only it's softer. And it's got fresh blueberries. Oh, that hits the spot. Well, it seems like I got a little break in the rain. I think I need to get this party cleaned up and we need to hit the trail. I got a long way to get back home. Socks were a little wet last night. I put them in the bottom of my sleeping bag up next to that water bottle and they're nice and dry now. Well, I'm all packed up, but my fingers are freezing. It is so cold out here. We are this close from getting snow instead of rain. My fingers are frozen. Oh, this has been an awesome campsite. But we've got several miles to go to get back to the car, and there is no trail. Here's the car. Here was the lake by the car. Okay, and here's the trail I followed. And I followed the trail until it disappeared, and then I kind of went cross country, and I stumbled upon the river. Okay, then I followed the river along. We camped there. I'm gonna go this way. Now there's no trail, and I don't have a map, but I know that there's a big mountain right here, and there's a mountain right here. So if I just stay to the top of the 2 mountains, I should be able to make it back to the car. Gotta be really careful picking my way. I don't want to walk through brush and get my pants soaking wet. That's an important part of backcountry survival. Don't wet your pants. So if I'm not mistaken, I think that should be the first hill I need to follow to get back home. If I'm wrong, I'll be able to see the right hill from the top of that one. So either way, I'm getting on top of that mountain. Yeah, I think I'm on the right hill. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed filming it. If you want to see more videos from the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel, don't forget to click subscribe. All right, I'll see you next video. If you like this video, don't forget to check out the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel where we have hundreds of videos just like this. And don't forget to click subscribe so you can see other great videos every Saturday morning. And hit that bell button so you'll get notifications. Thanks for watching.